Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
President Donald Trump has never been known as one to mince words, but he's most recently proven that beyond any doubt. In fact, moments after arriving in South Korea, the president took to issuing 4 bold words, seeing how close he was to the rocket man in the north, and Kim Jong-un is undoubtedly shaking right about now. We've heard Donald Trump call Kim Jong-un quite a few things, but one name that seems to have stuck is Rocket Man. Of course, this puts a comical twist on the ruthless dictator, allowing for people all across the world to view him as a joke. As one would imagine, this hasn't pleased the childish dictator, but that isn't stopping Trump. In fact, it seems that he's most recently stoked the flames yet again, this time doing it from right next door. Trump is currently on a nearly 2-week trip to Asia, with his most recent destination being South Korea. While there, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump took part in a few South Korean customs, but eventually, it was Trump's time to speak. Although he addressed a wide variety of topics pertaining to the country that he was visiting, it wasn't long before his focus shifted to the north. North Korea has been a long-time enemy of both the United States and our ally South Korea. So, while in South Korea, it was the perfect time for Trump to send a message to Kim Jong-un. The president wanted to let Rocket Man know just who he was messing with, and it only took 4 bold words to get his point across. According to BizPac Review, President Trump threw down the gauntlet to Kim Jong-un, warning the North Korean dictator, "Do not try us." This simple warning was the most important takeaway from Trump's speech, and even the South Koreans have expressed their appreciation to have a strong leader and ally once again. "Do not underestimate us. And do not try us," Trump said during a speech before the South Korean National Assembly. "Every step you take down this dark path increases the peril you face." As we all know, Kim Jong-un has been making threats for quite some time but had gone virtually unchecked during the previous administration, allowing him to grow more emboldened. Too bad for him, that time is over, and Trump has already had just about enough of the saber rattling. Proving that his patience is wearing thin, the president went on to say, "The world cannot tolerate the menace of a rogue regime that threatens with nuclear devastation. All responsible nations must join forces to isolate the brutal regime of North Korea. It is our responsibility and our duty to confront this danger together, because the longer we wait, the greater the danger grows, and the fewer the options become." Trump continued by giving every nation something to think about, as he added, "And to those nations that chose to ignore this threat or, worse still, to enable it, the weight of this crisis is on your conscience." Trump also made sure that North Korea understood that things have drastically changed under his leadership compared to the last administration. The regime has interpreted America's past restraint as weakness. This would be a fatal miscalculation, Trump warned. This is a very different administration than the United States has had in the past. Trump made his long-term goal perfectly clear, saying that he wants a nuclearized North Korea and achieve peace through strength. Although the left likes to say that Trump is trying to pick a fight with the North Koreans, that's just not the case. We've seen how effective Democrats, like former President Barack Obama, are when it comes to keeping dangerous threats like Kim Jong-un in check, and that is exactly why North Korea has nukes and ICBMs now. What we were doing before clearly wasn't working, but little Rocket Man is likely shaking in his boots right about now. As tough as Kim Jong-un might think he is, you know very well that Trump's 4 words will be running through his head every time he even thinks about what to do next, and that is exactly what's going to keep him in line. Talk is cheap, but this punk knows that Trump will put his money where his mouth is and wipe him off the map if need be. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News.